here we are. So, hello everyone, and I have a special privilege today. I'm in Boulder, Colorado with one of my lovely friends and mentors and just inspirations for life. I was just sharing that when I turned 50, she turned 90, and I invited her to my party, but she couldn't come because she was traveling to Chile. And I thought, that's perfect. That is what I want to be doing when I turn 90, God willing. So I just have loved who you are in the world and everything you've done. And you know what? The thing that inspires me the most is when you told me when I turned 40 that you accomplished more after turning 50 than you had in the previous 50 years of your life. So can you speak to that?
I don't know why necessarily, other than it felt like an unfolding. Like each thing that I did more or less was preparation for the next step without my ever thinking about it.
Wow.
And then just suddenly you're there, and it's like, well, when did that happen? How did that? And I built on interests that I'd always had, like playing fair. And growing up in a children's home, I think I really learned a lot about what it's like to be treated fairly and equally. That being passed around during the Depression among my relatives, I knew that would be really hard on my relatives and their kids, and that being in a children's home we were all kind of equal. And actually, in many ways, even at this part of my life where I'm in another kind of home,
Yeah,
a retirement,
I guess that's true, right?
people seem to, it feels, even though there are some people here with so many more gifts, meaning money or time or energy or talents, there's a way of giving and sharing, and where it doesn't feel like there has to be competition, there has to be a feeling of envy, that we're all just part of this energy that is a part of living in community.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Living in community.
Yeah, it is. And living in community, I was just reading, you live 5 years longer
Note
on
to
the
self.
average if you live in community
Right.
than you do alone.
Alone.
And I would guess some of that is food. That when you eat with some people rather than always by yourself, that there's more, wanting to live.
You eat better, probably.
I eat better.
You eat better.
Eat better.
Yeah, and you're happier. We're tribal people, and we've lost that.
Tribal people. I like that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels right.
I think so. What do you think is something that you've learned about aging that you can pass on to women in their 40s and 50s who might be watching this?
Well, for one thing, not to be afraid of it, not to just know that it is so much a part of life and living, and that just as you went through being a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 25-year-old, it just keeps unfolding that way. And I think obviously keeping interested in other people, in our environment. I mean, right now I'm looking out on a perfectly amazing view of the Flatirons, of green trees, a view.
Yeah.
And friendship is critical. I think having friends and people that really, that you care for each other.
Yeah.
And it's without expectations of thinking that we owe each other something. No, it's just a part of a circle. And
that's beautiful.
So I'm so happy to see you.
I know, I'm so happy to see you. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit. That's just scratching the tip of the iceberg of what this woman can bring. But she's working today on an autobiography, so...
No, it's going to be not an auto.
Not an auto. Someone else will do it for you. Okay.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, right.
I
You're just
know.
living.
That's right. And I don't think it would ever get done. I don't think
you
it
should
would
see your
ever.
social
I'd
calendar.
always think,
It's very busy.
okay, I'm going to do it, but I wouldn't. You know, no. In fact, I'm reading one that somebody just gave me that her son told me that she kept saying, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. She didn't. She hired somebody, and
Yeah.
that's that book right there.
And that's, yeah.
And I'm looking at that. But I've got two different ones that really want to do it, so we'll see what happens.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Mwah.
It's great. Thanks.